Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I really wanted to show you, and I've had a lot of requests to show you some of my journaling supplies and the tools that I use in this journal. There's the journal. So I thought I'd do that video today, and I kind of ummed and ahed over how to do this because I'm not particularly wanting to advertise a kind of overconsumption of journaling tools. You know, it's nice if you see something in this video and you think you'd like to buy it, but that's not really the purpose, I don't think. And I'll steal a little bit of a disclaimer that I saw This Joe Journals do, because I thought that was, Joe articulated it perfectly when she said that, like, the idea, if you see anything in this video that you like, I'm probably not going to provide links to it unless it's a specific like Etsy shop, just because you can probably find them at a shop local to you. It will depend on what region you're in. And my local stationery shop will not necessarily be your local stationery shop. So I thought I'd add that in there, that if you really want to look at any of these things, then feel free, but maybe do that at a local shop rather than your places like Amazon and all that. The purpose of this video is to show you a bit of the behind the scenes of the tools that I use in my book, more as opposed to here are the must-have journal equipment things. You know, I'll never tell you that you need any of this because it is very much a it's all surplus to requirement, isn't it? You can just have a book and a pen and there you go, that's your journaling system. But yes, that's what I thought I'd add. And I've brought my toolbox here. This is a I'm gonna say this in a stupid English accent, but it's a Toyo steel toolbox. So T-O-Y-O, made in Japan. I got that from the London Graphics Centre and I got it for Christmas. So that's where this is from. And I've label made some little tags for it, just for the fun of it. But I thought I'd show you a very candid look into my toolbox in its state at the minute. And I thought that would kind of add to the vibe of being a non-influencing video, because as you can see, it gets messy. So yeah, I hope you'll appreciate the sentiment anyway, and always look at your local shops before you go to the big main websites, you know. Support your local people. So yes, we shall start with the toolbox. I don't know when to... Oh god, this is the thing. How do I think I'll show you the little tins and maybe some of the stickers, and then we'll do away with this, because if I get all this out, I'll be in chaos and it'll be a disaster. So, as you can see, I tend to just chuck stuff into here and then sort it every so often. But at the minute I've got 3 tins. 2 from trips to Italy that I didn't go on, but my sister and my mum went on. And they brought me back tins, which was very nice of them. And this tin, which I got from the Edinburgh National Gallery. I got it in the gift shop because I just thought it was really cool. It had mints in it to begin with. But I have repurposed. And now it holds my postage stamps. These are ones that I got recently. My favourite stamps ever, maybe? The Royal Armoury stamps. They're new. But yes. Tiny stamp tin. These are unused stamps, so I can use them on pen pal letters and mail to friends, because that's important. This one has just got the most random selection of stickers. These ones are from the Edinburgh Art Exchange that my parents got me on their last trip to Edinburgh. I have some These are nice. These like ticket stickers. They're little samples. That's my other #1 tip, is to buy samples of rolls of tape. Don't buy a whole roll of tape because you will never get through it. Or if you do, maybe give samples to friends. But I got these from Miso Paper. And some prismatic star stickers. And a quote. Allen Ginsberg quote. I typed that up ages ago, but yes. That's a little tin. Third little tin. This is my most recent little tin, but now I use it to keep all of my used stamps in for journaling purposes. So yes. My mum has a friend who tends to gift me stamps and saves them up. And she gets a lot of post from the Isle of Man, so I have so many Isle of Man stamps, which is really lovely. And there's a Sherlock one, cow. But yeah. And Battle of Trafalgar. They're my most recent acquisition. I steamed them off a first day envelope, if you know what one of them is, which is, I'm sure, controversial to just steam off stamps from like a collective cover, but hey, I want to use them in my journal, so that's what I did. Okay, so overview. As you can see, chaos. I have cutouts from my New Yorker calendar, which I suspect is something I'd like to have in this video for later reference, but I got this year and it's really nice to see the days passing and to get a little like there's a Sistine Chapel joke. It's really nice to get an idea of the days passing and to be able to rip off a little cartoon each day and know that that day has passed. It's good for time acknowledgement, which I suspect a lot of you journal people also struggle with. But it is nice to have the time passing and to be able to see the time passing, which is why I keep a journal mostly. So that's always nice. Hope I haven't just crushed those. But yes. More stamps. Some Mindwave stickers. I got them on Miso Paper. More stamps. I found these the other day. I used to use these all of the time and they went missing, but these are classic-y ephemera, like, you know those page reinforcers for binders? They call them paper drop seals, but they're like tiny scanned-in ephemera on page reinforcers, and I use them in my pages a lot, and then I lost them and I found them again. So yay. And I have my personal stash of postcards, which I separated out from my recent shop launch because I wanted to have a few and they look nice. So I was very proud of how they turned out, so I thought I'd save some in case I wanted to send them to friends and stuff. Some choosing keeping patterned envelopes, because of course. And some Bronte Plan stickers. You get the gist. Random bits of ephemera. Underneath is like my Snoopy stickers and randomness. More stickers. More Bronte bookmarks. Choosing keeping stickers. All of the likes. Some rub-on stickers. Cameo stickers. And Traveller's Notebook stickers. So you get the point. And on this side I've got like the random notes that I make to myself and then chuck in here for bygone shop updates. I will probably sort this out after I film this video because this is a mess. But Stalogy dots. These are the index dots that I use for the key in my notebook. Is the Stalogy dots. And I always run out of like one on the page and then have to get out another page. But yeah, so I have a big wedge of these, big wad. But yes, I shall show you the tools like this now. I'll get them out of the box and come back to you. Woohoo! Okay, I shall start with the book darts These are another thing that I use in my pages all the time. I got a little tin of book darts, a random button in there. I tried to put that on my leather cover and it didn't work. But I have Midori index clips, which are like a rose gold, and then brass coloured book darts. They're really useful for holding up pages. I'll show you. Like when I put in a little note, I'll hold it in with book darts. And I use the Midori ones at the top of the page. This one marks the week that I'm on in the weekly section. This one marks a page in January that I didn't quite finish. And then this one marks another page in February that I didn't quite finish. So I mark those pages so that I know roughly where I am in the book and where to come back to. So those are the Midori index clips. And these tabs that I use on the side here are from Hobonichi, like directly from Hobonichi, because I had a few questions about them recently. I think everyone likes them, and why wouldn't you? They're lovely. But yeah, Hobonichi is where you get them, and they match the grid colours of the pages. So for March in the Hobonichi cousin, the grid and like the date are all in purple, and so is the marker. And because of that, when I'm doing my lines, I wonder if I can show you on a page. So like when I'm drawing a box around things, are we focusing? Yes. When I draw a box around things and when I'm drawing these lines in Mildliner, I try and match it to the grid colour of the Hobonichi that month. So this month we're on purple, and this is a Sarasa vintage purple pen, which I use for that. These are years old as well. These last forever, especially if you're only drawing like a few lines a month. So that's where I got that from. And it's always helpful to have. And same with the Mildliners. I've had these for absolutely years. I bought almost every colour when I was really obsessed with them. A good few years ago now. And I just use whatever fits with the page. So if I've got a brown page, I'll use the brown one in these lines. I tend to, that's like a little journaling quirk of mine. Focus. There we go. A journaling quirk of mine is to put the line in the kind of dated, like the timeline thing in the Hobonichi cousin that I don't use for time blocking really at all. So I just draw over them with a Mildliner and I think it looks neat. So that's what we do. And I'll move on to my currently inked fountain pens and what they are currently inked with. For a while I was using Noodler's El Laurents, but I heard some things about both the company of Noodler's and then the kind of reliability of the inks that they'd claimed to be document inks, and I kind of rethunk my choice. So now I use the highly recommended to me Carbon ink by Platinum, and I use that for, I was using that for the most of my black writing. I've had to change slightly because of the Hobonichi paper this year. So I'll show you the pen that I use the most now. But that is what I use usually. So that was inked in my TWSBI, but now I've inked instead a purple colour. It's a funny purple, because I mixed the purple myself. I mixed this in, it's Sketchink colours, so I used two colours of the same brand that were intended to be mixed. So I didn't just mix some random ones, but it is Sketchink, Klara and Sketchink. I'm aware that that's not focusing. This is a silly video to try and film, but if I hold it there, you can see. You can't really see the colour of the purple, but hey. Sketchink Klara and Sketchink Vroni, I think were the names of the colours. It's like the bright pink and the bright green I mixed together and got purple, which matches the date, and I just use that occasionally now. I've gotten into using different colours in the boxes that I draw on the page. So in this box I've got a Jinhao shark. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to get it to focus on the pen. It's not focusing. Anyway, I'll just hold them down here. This is a Jinhao shark, which I got recently. I've always wanted a Jinhao shark because they feel like such like cornerstones of the fountain pen world. If you're in that little group, I heard about these all the time. And you can see the green sheen of this ink all on the cap, but it doesn't come out in the Hobonichi paper. And I was really annoyed with that. It is Voyagers, Van Dieman Voyagers ink. And that's the name of the ink itself. I won't even try and pronounce that. But it looks like a ship. It's a brown ink. I'm not explaining this very well. Bear with me. It's a brown ink, so it looks like a ship, but then it's got green sheening, which looks like the algae on a ship, which I just think is so cool. And that's what it looks like on Midori paper. And then you get to the Hobonichi paper and it just looks sad. It does not look good. But it was Helen of Coffee Monsters Co. who said, well, it just looks like rust though. And I thought, yeah, it does look like rust. I can get behind that. So now this is my rusty ink in here, which is nice. And I appreciate. And I like the descriptor of it being rusty. Because it is a completely different colour. It's still a warm toned brown, but it's more reddish on Hobonichi paper as opposed to Midori paper. But I like the theming of the Voyagers ink in a shark pen. And this shark reminds me of the whittled shark from Our Flag Means Death, which is why I got this milk tea coloured one. But yeah, I talked about that way too long. I apologise. We shall quickly move on to this Narwhal pen, which I believe is a fine, but it's, I think the brand is American, and it is an American fine because it's just so broad, even for a fine. So I put my red ink in this, and when I make purchases, I underline the purchases in my weekly section of the book. I record everything I buy, which admittedly is mostly just stationery. I don't think I buy much else. Like I worked out I haven't bought clothes for the whole of this year yet, so I haven't bought a single item of clothing yet this year, which is cool. That's pretty much all I spend my money on. If it wasn't for stationery, I'd probably be rich at this point. But not the case. And in that is Document Red, which I underlined, the DeAtramentis Document Red. We decided not to focus on anything. This was kind of my dream pen. I have another dream pen, but this was the dream pen within my means. And it's a Pelikan M400 tortoiseshell. And it's gorgeous. I bought this it wasn't last year, it was the year before maybe? Time is weird. But it's got DeAtramentis Document Brown. And you can see that I really do like a document ink. And until I got the Voyagers one in here, I have just been using document inks because I'd quite like to know that if I ever did want to read any of my writing back, it would be there. And so far I've yet to get to that point where I'm happy to look back on everything that I've written, but I like the option, you know. And I do write it down to remember it now, but maybe if it was there for later, that would be nice. So, this is mostly what I use for drawing, is a tiny Blackwing. This was the first ever Blackwing I got. I got it in Papersmiths in Brighton when I was on holiday there. and it has lasted me well. I can't remember the year I got it, maybe like 2019 or earlier. So it's lasted me a while. And this is another pearl one. The writing's not fared so well on that one, but this is another Blackwing pearl pencil that my sister got me from the Tate Modern Museum in London, because I found out that they did them there and was like, can you get me one? Because there was a point in time when these were so rare in Britain or the UK. So that was nice, and they've got like Faber-Castell eraser caps on them. So that's what that is. And a tiny Tombow dust collector eraser. Plain. Normal. Not very exciting. Tipp-Ex. Also not very exciting. And here we get slightly more exciting. This is a stub nib pen. It's a Pilot Parallel in 2.4. We decided we're just not going to focus on anything. But it's a 2.4. And that's what it looks like. Thin on one side and then 2.4 millimeters wide stub nib. And you'll see that I use that on most of my pages at some point. Let's see if I can find one for you. That is what that is. So when you see the big writing, it's this. I've been meaning to get another barrel of this because someone in Instagram made me aware that there are certain types of pens that can hold this nib, because this is such an ugly stub nib pen. But I could unscrew this bit and put it in a nicer pen barrel. So I might do that at some point in the future. And that's got Platinum's Carbon Black in it. The saviours of my Hobonichi cousin this year are the Uniball pens, the Uniball 1 pen. And I know that some people have preferences on whether they use the Jetstream or the Uniball 1. I prefer the Uniball 1 because the ink is so dark. It's darker than my Platinum Black, Carbon Black ink. But they're just so lovely. I love this one that's brown with a bit of red on it. I bought this like almost by itself with a load of refills because I couldn't stop thinking about this colourway. I just think it's so cool. And it doesn't match my grey cover at the minute, but I love it. And this one, which I got from Pumpkin. Pumpkin very kindly gave this to me. And that's the petite version. So this is the Uniball 1P and this is the Uniball 1 normal. I think it might be called the Uniball 1F or something because it had a fine ink in it. So that's what they are. That is the extent of my pens. And I will come back to you with more stickers because I have a sticker binder now. I realised I forgot to tell you about my glue and scissors. So the scissors I use are Paper Tiger scissors. I bought them just because I thought they looked pretty. I thought they'd look good in the toolbox and I needed a new pair of scissors. I don't really like them, but I'm sticking with them because that's what you do. When you buy something you don't like, sometimes you just have to put up with it and learn to do the best with the supplies you've been given. I've been umming and ahhing over maybe getting some choosing keeping fancy scissors, but as of yet that's not happened. So they've got like glue and tape all along the edge of them and it makes it hard to kind of use them sometimes, but it's what we've got. They look pretty, so, and they do the job mostly. They're not very good for precision, but other than that they're fine. They feel a bit like a downgrade from my last pair of scissors, which were ones that I got from the art department in secondary school. So, and I use the Kokuyo. Don't know if you'll be able to see, but it does say Kokuyo on the bottom. This is their glue stick in the wrinkle-free version. I found out about wrinkle-free glues, I think in 2023, the end of 2023. and I've been using them ever since. And it's either this one or Tombow have one called like the Tombow Professional, which is just as good as that and costs less. But this is the one that I'm used to and I like the way it looks, and so this feels like a treat when I treat myself to a tube of this, and they last forever. I think this is the big edition, but like the large, they have small, medium and large of them, but it's also, I've gotten used to the smell of this one particularly. They have different smells, and I prefer this one because it just reminds me of my book. But yeah, be careful with wrinkle-free glues because they're very solvent heavy. They kind of smell a bit strange, and you're supposed to like open a window, which isn't always practical for journaling, but just letting you know. Here we move on to stickers. This is the bulk of my sticker collection now is in here, which is really nice that I can kind of flick to them easily. And that was a reason. My journaling recently has kind of adapted to more minimal mess, I think, journaling than I have done in the past. Like when I was using a traveller's notebook, I would get out everything and then be overwhelmed by the mess and the clutter and then just never want to journal again. It was such a weird time where I was making all these elaborate pages and having so much fun with it, but also the aftermath of that was not fun. But this is a choosing keeping envelope, which I've kind of stamped with a wax seal and put a Foglietto note card on, which I recently found out they don't make them anymore, which is kind of sad. But in here, I have my new stickers from Bronte. Bronte very kindly gifted me some stickers from her most recent collection. We kind of did a bit of a sticker shop. And the same with Megan as well. I have some of Megan's new stickers in here from Megan Rhiannon, who very kindly gifted me those as well. So I have some treats. And then a load from both of them. I was gifted most of the Bronte ones, but these two sheets are ones that I repurchased. I bought them again. But yeah, Bronte stickers from Bronte's brand Dear Whoever. These are the most recent ones, and I only got these yesterday. You can see that I went for them on the pages. I love the buttons. But I have, basically this is just a big wad of stickers from both me and other makers that I enjoy the work of. So we have Bronte stickers intermixed with my stickers, intermixed with Megan's stickers. And these are from Classici. I don't know if they still sell them, but they're very nice. They're like letterpressed chairs stickers. They're cool. And these ones, which my parents recently brought back from the Edinburgh Art Exchange as well for me to use. So more of my stickers. And that's the artist. Is it going to focus? I'll read it to you. It's, oh no, there we go. That's the artist who makes those. And the autumn sticker sheet. And then we've got some Marginalia ones from my sister. That's where to find them probably, if you want them. More Bronte stickers. More stickers from the Curious Cactus. Those were also from the Edinburgh Art Exchange. Some more of my stickers. I tried to cut the sticker sheet to fit in the binder, but the A6 sticker sheets generally don't fit in the binder, which is why they're all here. Some Stray Paper Diary stickers. They should probably be in the binder because they can fit. A random piece of paper. And more of my stickers. As you can see, I just open sticker sheets and then they're here. I use multiple sticker sheets at the same time of the same design. But yeah, these are Megan's most recent ones. Again, I have demolished them, but They're so lovely. More of them. Is this satisfying? Gargoyles. And more brownie stickers. So usually they're in very distinct categories. I'll kind of separate them by maker. At the minute, I've just chucked them all in. But those are all the A6 sticker sheets because they don't fit in my new sticker binder. And this is from Miso Paper. But yes, it's the rose gold edition. And I've got these were the A6, I think they were called A6 or like the double pocket inserts. And I thought they would fit A6 sheets and they don't. So that was kind of an adjustment again, once I'd had the expectation that I would be able to file away all of my sticker sheets in here. I can't, so. But I've got loads of little, like, these are Sticker Magic stickers, these are Midori stickers, and some choosing keeping labels. I just chuck all of the stickers in that are kind of more sticker flakes than sheets of stickers in here. You have to be careful as well because the pockets are open on this edge, so if you go to flip the pages a certain way, it just doesn't. But here's all my Miso Paper samples. I collect and save them all because of course you do. And some fragile stickers, which I thought I'd use more in my journal but haven't. I've bent the blimmin', there we go. This is a bit of a random one. I got this pouch from Sticky, and I have a Stray Coffee Monsters Co 2025 sticker, a sticky memo pad. It was Babs who kindly gifted me her July, I think it was July 2024 kit that she didn't use, but it was kind of nautical themed, or mermaids, that kind of thing. And I talked about it and then Babs was like, I have a spare. So Babs sent it to me, which was lovely. And I have this, so that's what the pocket's from. It's a Sticky brand pocket, and I think I'd like to get more of these in the future because they hold things really well. And in here I have all my stray Hannah Bluish stickers. Cute. Don't talk to me about how many Izzy stickers I have. I love them, but I use them very sparingly on the pages because they're limited. And I have some stray stamps in here, and then a Miso Paper sticker from the Miso Paper anniversary event thing, which is when I got the binder as well. And I have some sticky stickers. This sheet was kindly gifted from my pen pal, so I have them. And I have all of the antiquarian, I've talked about them before, but the antiquarian stickers that I really like, I've kind of cut out of the book, so I'm not trying to lug around 3 big books of these stickers. I just cut out the ones that I quite like and put them in these pockets. Try and get them to not fall out. So I have them roughly by theme. This is like the nautical section, this is the spring flower edition, and some Snoopy papers, which are from my sister who wrapped a present for me in these, in like Snoopy paper, and then I cut them all out and I've stuck them in here. And now we're on to the choosing keeping fan collection. We've got some scary pumpkin guys and the vintage cats, which I love, and book plates, which are useful for in here and for using for letter writing. So, and some Christmas themed ones that are like little vintage telegrams. I got them a while ago. And some letterpress book plates. One of them is in here. And now I have my little collection of Salam Creative stickers, which are lovely, and I need to use them more, I think. When I first filed away this book, I kind of filed them away and forgot about them. And that's not the purpose of a sticker binder. You're supposed to flip through it and find the things again. So that's what I've been using more recently in March, is more of these, because I just think they're so cute. And then I've got some paper diary stickers from Babs, a good few sheets of them as well. Some more Salam creative ones, and like the Washi ink swatch ones. And some little 4 legs cats. And some more sticky cats, because you need more cats. I find it hard to use these. I don't really know what to use them for, but I think they're cute, which is something I try not to do these days, is buy stickers that I just think is cute. I've got to imagine them in a page for me to buy them. And I kind of am more choosy about what stickers I buy now, just based on that, but I'm sure I will get round to them because they're very cute. I love this section. I'm just exposing myself. This is a little Our Flag Means Death sticker. I bought 2 of them from an artist. I don't think that's a business card, so I don't think I can remember the name. But I'll put the artist's shops in the description. Like if you hear me mention a small business, I'll put it in the description so you can see. But I've got some kind of painted Our Flag Means Death thumbnail sticker, and a little free sticker that I got in with that, and a business card kind of thing that's not got a name on it, but I thought would be good for journaling with, because it's nice. So I've saved that. This is the vinyl sticker section of the album, but I have some die cuts, some vinyl sticker die cuts from Bronte here, from Bronte's Dear Whoever shop. I love them, and I think I want to save them for a cover of something, so I might keep them in there for a wee bit longer and see what I can use them for. But then I also have, like, there's one from Clarice Tudor, there's a few from Art Larian, who is at the Edinburgh Design Exchange as well, and like 4, if not 5, Hannah Bluish pirate stickers. Oops. I stocked up because they reopened their Etsy in February, and I went, yeah, I love them. And Sweet Cowboy Blues by the creator of the same name. This is a Kia Creates pumpkin. This is a cool one. I've been waiting for the perfect time to use it. Wading through treacle. Trust you will get past this sticky patch. This is by, oh God, I'll put it in the description. I cannot remember. And this one by Mauve Ink, who I will also put in the description because I like Holly's stuff as well. There's a kind of more, I mean there's a rogue cowboy, but those are mostly Halloween themed ones and spooky themed ones I've got in there. And then pirates and other beige stickers, more pirates, Bronte stickers. And here we go, rogue, like journaling card that I was using in the front of a cover, and then have kind of plucked out and put in here instead. Some prismatic apple stickers from Olive and Mabel. Another great one if you're in the UK for sticker shops, and I'll put them down in the description as well. And Alex Thomas Creative, there's another one of them on the back of my cover at the minute, but I bought 2 so I can hoard one for a little bit longer. I try not to hoard stickers, but if there's, as you can see, if there's one that I like, I tend to buy loads of them. And one thing I've learned against hoarding stickers is that you kind of go off designs or your taste changes, and then you're like, what do I do with all these stickers? And I don't think that's going to happen with a lot of these beautiful ones from small businesses, but it is something to think about, is that your tastes in stickers do change. And here we've got an obscene amount of Megan Rhiannon planner stickers. They're from like different planner sheets that Megan makes, and I tend to not have that many birthdays to mark, so I have loads of the birthday ones and I have loads of the little icons. These are all from like different sheets that I've put into one big sheet, and it just makes sense for storage reasons. And here we've got some from Sticky, some from Megan, and some from me, and a few Bronte ones that I've torn off sheets and then put in here so it saves space. Some more like little smiley faces and hearts that save space. Some spooky ones that I didn't get a chance to use before the end of the year, so I've kept them in here that I made. That's a whole sheet of my ones that I made last year. And some Pion or Peon, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's Pion, tape samples, and then Meow illustration tape samples. These are our studio ones, Sticky Club, and then Meow illustration. Some more of mine that I haven't got around to using. Lots of fossils. I need to make more fossil pages apparently. And this is from my favourite roll of Meatball tape. I did buy a full roll of this one because I love it, but I wanted to kind of have them all laid out so I know which ones are available to me in the roll. So I like took a sample of my own from my own collection and put it in here. There's 2 sheets of them, and then another one from the Meatball collection, a few more Hours Studio ones. These are by Abby C, that are made to look like little labels. Some Salem Creative ink swatches, a Bronte sticker, one of my stickers, and one from the antiquarian sticker book that I just tore off and then didn't know what to do with. And some more stickers that were just a few on each sheet, so I've torn them off the sheet and put them in here to save space in my little envelope, because I got those new ones from Bronte yesterday and then couldn't fit them all in. So we've torn them off the sheet. Some more grotesques, and then that's the end of it. I think I'll get some more of this sticker release paper when it's available again in Miso Paper's shop, because it's very useful and I like having them. It's reusable, so you can use it again and again, and it's good to have everything in one place. This has helped with my sticker chaos immensely, even though there are some in the toolbox that don't technically fit in this album because I haven't got the right inserts, I don't think. But yeah, that's it. I think we've covered all of the grounds. So yeah, got the book. Thank you for sitting with me while I talk through all of these tools that I use on a regular basis for the book. And if it was useful, great. If there's still more that you want to know, please leave it in the description. I'll try my best to answer it. But yes, I will try my best, and I hope this, I mean, it's not a very glamorous to look at any of these tools, so I'd be surprised if you were influenced by any of this, which is quite the achievement, I think. But we'll see. But yeah, please let me know in the description as well what your favourite journaling supplies are, because I'd love to know how my tool selection differs from yours and what you look for in certain materials. I want to know all about the kind of thicknesses of your pens and what inks you're using in your fountain pens and which fountain pens you go for. So please let me know. I'll be surprised if you've stayed this long. I always make these videos and then go, how did I talk that long? But yes, we are done. Thank you for watching.